Something is wrong. This is where the spirit was bound. But now it feels... empty.
Who bound this demon here and why?
There was a war long ago between my people and the Tevinter Imperium. After the Magisters sank Arlathan, my people made a last stand here, fighting on the graves of our elders. I don't know if it was the Elvenan or Tevinter who bound the spirit, but he was left here from the war.
Maybe it freed itself?
It would have taken powerful magic to break him free of this prison. You couldn't just set him loose. Nobody could. Not without doing something terrible. This is very wrong.
It couldn't have just vanished. We'll track it down.
He shouldn't have been able to leave. What happened to him?
I happened.
Keeper. What have you done?
The demon's plan was always for you to complete the mirror. It would have been a doorway out of this prison and into our world. You would have been his first victim. I couldn't let that happen, Dalen.
You stopped it. You saved Meryl.
Not yet. The demon is still here. I couldn't fight it in the Fade while it was trapped. And I couldn't banish it without making it stronger. So, I made myself its prison. Kill me, and it dies too. Meryl will finally be safe.
No! You can't ask that. I won't do this.
You always knew your blood magic had a price, darling. I have chosen to pay it for you. Dareth
Traitor! May the Dreadwood hunt you for the rest of your days.
I was trying. I will still destroy you.
Go down! You are not enough!
Dalen.
Keeper.
You've beaten it, Dalen. You are so much stronger than I imagined. The demon is dead.
Keeper,
Let's leave this awful place. The clan should hear the good news.
You told us that the demon was bound to your life. It would only die with you.
Irabalas, Keeper. Keeper! What have you done? I don't want this! I never wanted this! Creators, please let this be a bad dream! I'll wake up and feel like an idiot and she'll scold me for not listening.
You knew consorting with demons was dangerous. You knew people could get hurt, and you did it anyway.
If there was a price to pay, I should have paid it. She had no right to interfere.
She loved you, Meryl. She wanted to protect you.
Why couldn't she have believed in me? I don't know what to do now. I should go to the clan. Someone needs to know, needs to come and take care of her.
We know the Keeper came here. What's going on? Where is she?
Fenarel. The Keeper. She...
Look at her, Fenarel. She's covered in blood.
What have you done, Merrill? Keeper? Can you hear me?
She's dead.
I should have guessed you'd turn on her. You monster.
No one is going to hurt Merrill while I'm here.
You murder our Keeper and think you can threaten us, Shem? We've suffered enough because of this traitor. It ends now.
I should have guessed you'd turn on her. You monster.
This was a tragedy. I promise you.
You expect us to take the...
She was our first once. The Keeper loved her. More than she loved the clan, it seems.
Veneral, I'm sorry. I never wanted this. If I could have saved her, if I could have died instead, I would have.
Words are cheap. That you're still breathing says enough.
Enough, Aneria. Human, take Merrill away from here.
They'll never forgive me. If you weren't here, Hawk, they'd kill me.
Dalish crafting is second to none, I assure you.
Sooner you all leave this place.
I hate to say it, but my ancestors were not thinking clearly when they decided to bury people on top of a mountain. She's gone. She's really gone.
Meryl.
How did all of this happen?
I don't think beating yourself up over what happened will bring Marathari back.
No, but she'd want me to kick myself a few times at least. All this time, I thought I could help them, save them. But they won't let me, will they? They'll destroy themselves to escape my help.
You can't help people without their consent. I'm sorry, Meryl.
No, I suppose I can't. All the time I've wasted. Maybe it's time I stop living for them. My people will kill me if I go back. I'm all alone. What will I do now?
There's no reason you can't keep trying to find out about your people's past.
I do have this. Not exactly working magic mirror. I might find some way to finish it. Maybe all my training as a keeper won't go to waste after all. Thank you. Hell gone on. 6 years in this place and I still can't fix the holes in the roof.
Welcome home, Sir.
Another message came while you were away. It's on your desk. I'm certain you'll find everything's in order, Messiah. Boom! Ah, there he goes again. How he makes these things, I'll never know.
I've never seen another dwarf like him.
Not at all, but Sandal, I found him in the deep roads when I like Bodan. He's always been this way.
Have you ever thought...
Well, I did. I brought him to the Circle of Major. They called him a savant. But then they started giving him the eye like they were not going back to those vultures. Sandal's happy as he is.
Sandal's quite useful to...
That he is. Also... Oh, I want some pie. There is no old lady, Sandal.
What's this about?
Oh, my boy sees things sometimes. Says he's...
She has a...
Yes, well...
That big tower in the lake is scary.
He means the gallows, and I quite agree.
You like the shiny? You like the shiny?
Let me guess. That's your final answer?
3 mages have fled to Ferelden, and you have intervened to protect them, as if it is your right to do so. What other answer did you expect, your majesty?
A maybe might have been nice.
I do not deal in maybes. I deal in cold, hard facts. As should you. Perhaps when Ferelden next chooses a king, it will be one that takes his duty to the Maker seriously.
Well, that was awkward.
How do you do, Your Majesty?
I've been better. Manlier too, come to think of it.
This is the champion of Kirkwall.
Right, I'm Alistair. King of Ferelden. And this is Tegan, my uncle. Sort of.
I'm actually Tegan. I'm only sort of his uncle.
Your Majesty, may I say what an honor it is to meet you.
Well, you could, but you'd be the first today.
I fought at Ostagar. What happened there was a great tragedy.
Yes, it was. Sadly, Loghain still lives. I was hoping we could talk. Would have been better timing before being emasculated by Meredith, but I'm not picky.
I'm surprised you would even know who I am.
I know you came here from Lothering, a Ferelden refugee that did well for herself, against all odds. I have to admit, I was hoping your influence in Kirkwall might be of use. Things haven't been going well with Orlais. Without a Viscount here, however, there's only the Knight Commander to deal with.
were having an argument about mages.
Yes, well, apparently I don't feel the same way about mages as the Chantry does. So, we're in disagreement. That means they get nasty. They're like that.
Sounds like the Circle is better off in Ferelden.
You'd think so, wouldn't you? Sadly, I don't control the Circle. I can only deal with mages outside the Circle, of which there aren't many.
Aren't they in your kingdom? Why not just kick the Templars out?
Ha! Easier said than done.
I'm sure there's something you can do.
We'll see what comes of it. Ferelden had a blight to contend with, remember? We're not exactly at our strongest.
A lot of your people fled to Kirkwall, you know.
I know. I wish I could have helped them. Their blight devastated the kingdom, and afterwards, well, it hasn't exactly been peaceful. They're welcome back, of course, as are you. But after so many years away, would you still consider it home?
Kirkwall is my home now.
I understand. Ferelden's loss.
Is there to be a war, then?
I hope not.
You're more optimistic than I am.
Empress Celine is doing her best. Orlais isn't the most stable place right now.
What's happening in Orlais?
Oh, the usual. Attempted assassinations, uprising, fancy parties with stinky cheeses. Apparently, some Orlesians think it would be grand to get their lost province back.
Well, we won't let them swoop down on us, will we?
That's right. Swooping is bad.
You know, with your help, there could be a Viscount.
It's not a terrible idea, really. A lot of people would benefit from Hawk running this town.
That's asking a lot.
It's tempting, but I'm sorry to say that my support won't mean much without the support of the Templars. I suppose it doesn't matter. I was hoping to have your help before Meredith got wind of my arrival, but that's done now. What you can do is protect Kirkwall. It will take someone like you to keep it from falling apart.
Protect Kirkwall from what exactly?
You ask me, the biggest threat to this city just walked out the door. But maybe that's the ex-Templar in me talking. Well, I suppose we should be getting back.
The Grey Wardens are waiting for you in Denerim.
With more questions, I'll bet. Lovely.
How much longer do I have to wait? Hello again, champion.
Back to the barracks. I never tire of it.
You have no Viscount. It's clear you're suffering without sufficient leadership.
That doesn't grant default authority to you or your commander.
It would be easier if you cooperated.
Wouldn't it?
Guard, Captain.
Trouble?
Yes. He's been hounding me. These Templars strut around as it is, but now it's just out of hand.
Knight Captain Cullen has heard some troubling things.
Such as?
That you coddle the men. Give special treatment.
Someone has dared. Who? Who accuses me of this?
No names given, of course.
No wonder the Lieutenant was harassing me. Bastards. If they think I'm coddling anyone, it'll be my husband, Donnick. You and I will intercept his patrol tonight. Then you can see for yourself if I'm coddling him, or any in my command.
I don't have to see proof. I already believe you.
Of course you do. But nobody questions my leadership without a response. Cullen wants to know if these things are true. You'll be able to tell him. Donnick's patrol, Hawk. Me and you, tonight. Accuse me of being soft. Not in this lifetime. Donick will be on this route.
I know you wouldn't send him on a boring patrol. Not you.
Or is it always champion now? You're too much of a chameleon, my friend.
You made short work of this lot. This is common?
As common as I like. What's going on?
It's all right. Go ahead.
Every guard chooses the patrol they want. My wife promotes from the bold, not the reckless. Action is up, casualties are down. It is remarkable. As are you, love.
Thank you. That will do.
Another time, Sirrah Hawk. Safe travels.
That should be sufficient. Take that to the Templar.
Let's go talk to Cullen.
Champion, and you are with the captain. None too happy about the accusations against her, I'm sure.
You could say that.
I saw no evidence to support the claims against her.
As I suspected.
Then why press this?
Some feel that the solution to the current crisis of leadership is to consolidate authority. As long as these complaints continue, baseless or not, they will serve as justification for eliminating the position of guard captain. It would be the simplest fix, whether or not I agree.
Perhaps I can reason with the people who are complaining about her.
If they meant to use reason, they would not be anonymous. But the complaints originate in Lowtown.
Guardsman Brennan is on that patrol. Why wouldn't she tell me of this?
I don't know, but I do apologize for the assumptions of this incident, Guard Captain. It has been unfortunate.
It's not done. To Lowtown, Hawk. I need to speak to Brennan. Guardsman! Why did a Templar have to tell me there is unrest in this district? What's going on?
Guardsman? It's Captain Jevon. I didn't report his return because I'm ashamed for him. He's trying to rile the guards against you. But none of us will follow him. You lead better than he ever did.
We've made so many enemies. I don't remember him as that impressive.
He deserves to be forgotten. He abused his position and blamed me when we caught him.
He was well liked by some, but not once the truth was known.
We need to find him. Guardsman?
The guards will have nothing to do with him. So he found others. Militia. Mostly anti-Ferelden. The same kind who were against the Canary. I guess it's been long enough they've forgotten how many the Champion killed.
A rally against the tyranny of the Guard and foreigners who infest Kirkwall.
I'm sorry, Captain.
Return to the barracks. The rally is in Darktown, Hawk. I need to be there.
Things are heating up. It's a good time not to be a Templar.
The Champion? Here?
It's the Captain. Are we ready for this?
Too long, brave Kirkwall. You did not throw off all others only to fall under Ferelden influence. Leaderless, displaced, alien hands on the most basic authority, foreign elite bleeding you.
Jevon! You disgrace yourself!
The Ferelden with the Orlesian name. Is there anyone else who so embodies how far this city has fallen?
This one is all yours, Captain.
Do they know how you sacrificed your men? How you alone disgraced your name?
Bitch! You took everything from me!
You took it from yourself. The Guard know this, and none stand with you. He stands alone. This is no rebellion. It is delusion. A joke inflicted on Kirkwall, your home and mine.
I will not be left with nothing again.
No. You shall have less. Why would you do this? If I live to 100, I will never understand his kind. To the barracks, Hawk. My guardsmen will be waiting.
How longer do I have to wait?
Hello again, chap.
Jevon, son of a bitch. You build a good thing, work your hardest, and the past just claws at you.
Jevon failed before he started. You know this.
I do, and he doomed himself. But it smears all of the Guard. I wonder what I would do if my captain lost my respect.
Captain, we're waiting for orders.
Will you accept them?
May I speak freely? There isn't a man or woman here who wouldn't follow you through the void. Captain.
I'll take it. I need a moment, Hawk, but... there is something else. Come back and talk to me.
And then he says, I swear I had two when I came in here. You know, those stains never came out.
You are horrible. Every inch.
You love it, big girl. And you owe me for the bottle. Hawk.
She's not so bad. Except when she is. Did you know I've been dead for 7 years? I got word last week. They only just sorted the casualties of Ostagar. The king has offered to reinstate the commission of any surviving officers who will return to Ferelden.
And?
And what?
Does this appeal matter? I thought you were sworn to Cailan.
King Alistair has apparently become something of a sensation. A champion of hope. Regardless of who has the throne, I served Ferelden. The country survives, even if Cailan didn't.
You brought it up. What's your decision?
It's been a strange time here in Kirkwall. Do you ever think about that last night at Ostagar? How it happened? I don't mean the betrayal. Everyone knows the signal went up and the flanking charge never came. But that moment when the tower lit and then... the fight just kept going. It was the oddest feeling. Hope answered with... nothing. I don't like the thought of going out with a whimper, Hawk. Not again.
You enjoyed stringing me along too much.
I can't keep a straight face for anything. But I wasn't always so sure. Thank you for everything. I have so much because of you. I'm here for you, Hawk. And for myself.
Thank you for coming, champion. Few will associate with me now that I am the focus of Meredith's ire, which leaves me in a difficult position. She is not entirely wrong. I know some of my people are using dangerous means to oppose her, but I cannot seek the Templar's aid without making every mage a target.
What are they doing?
All I know is numerous mages have left the circle at night, sometimes for days at a time. I'd rather not follow our knight commander by leaping to the worst possible conclusion. But the idea of blood magic has crossed my mind.
You need some assistance against traitors in your ranks.
Traitors? Perhaps. Rebels? Certainly. I don't know if they seek congress with demons or merely a walk in the moonlight.
Walking's not so bad. Even mages need exercise.
All I know is that a meeting is happening tonight in Hightown. I would go myself, but should I leave the tower without permission, Meredith would call it proof of my involvement.
I'll see what they're up to. There's no point in involving the Templars.
Thank you. Your support has been a lifeline for me. Just learn the nature of this meeting. You needn't interrupt unless you find proof of something sinister. I pray not. Or Meredith will have what she needs to justify the right of annulment.
The Knight Commander is grateful for your support, champion.
Someone's coming! The champion!
We know you're spying for Orsino!
Run! We'll handle this!
Search them. There's got to be more than this.
Another secret society meeting in a warehouse. Do you think the owners charge them rent?
I told you she was hunting us!
No, not her. I can't do this.
To arms!
Go down! Face me!
You won't be forgiven for this!
I told them not to do it, I swear. If I knew you were the one they were talking about, I'd have warned you. I don't hold with kidnapping. Not after what I went through.
Didn't I save your life?
You did. Believe me. I still dream about those blood mages. I don't know where I'd be without you. I'd never have let them kidnap anyone I knew was one of yours.
What are you talking about?
They said someone was spying. We needed leverage. Someone they cared about. As a hostage. We just got word they took in some pirate lass. Apparently she had quite a mouth on her.
Just tell me where they went. I can't waste any time.
They left for the ruins on the Wounded Coast. We have a kind of base there. They should have just talked to you. I know you're a reasonable person. You have to see how dangerous Meredith is. Thrask says Meredith will cause open war with the mages if she stays in charge. We have to take her down.
Is this whole thing to oust the Knight Commander?
She needs to go, don't you see? We need a real Viscount and Templars who protect mages, not massacre them. Just look what Thrask accomplished. Mages and Templars working together. Isn't that what we all want?
Is Thrask the one running this conspiracy?
He's the one who brought... For 6 years, he's been working. One mage, one Templar at a time. Teaching us we don't have to hate each other. He showed us Meredith isn't the only way.
I thought you'd be the last person to join a...
They aren't apostates. They want the Circle. They want it to work like... The mages aren't the problem. The Knight Commander needs to go. That's what Thrask says. Without her, we have... What are you going to do to Thrask? To me?
This isn't going to end well.
Thank you. I'm really... I'll go to Masha. Try to wait this out. I don't think I can serve the Templars.
Done. Watch your step! All set.
Blade of Mercy. You see them in the Imperium. Replicas of the sword Archon Hessarian used to kill Andraste. This one looks finely crafted.
I thought it might be worth...
It is. Here. These are gifts of honor, given to those who have performed a service for the Imperium. Denarius coveted them, as I recall.
You don't talk about the...
It's not a place I remember fondly.
Doesn't the Chantry forbid...
Ah, yes. In the Imperium, they say that means magic should serve the greater good, which they claim them. Do not believe it.
What do the Magisters do?
What you call the Circle of Magi rules the Imperium. They control the Chantry. They claim the Magisters are governed by holy law. But they do as they please. All of them.
So they all use...
The more powerful the mage, the higher he rises in the Senate. He makes the laws, everyone who wishes to compete must do the same. Perhaps it wasn't always this way, but it is now.
The slave trade is still in...
It varies from one Archon to the next. One outlawed it many years ago. He was quickly assassinated. Tevinter would crumble without slaves. The Imperium's elite know no other way.
Seems like a slave rebellion.
There are rebellions all the... Most of them end poorly. The Senate always... One day, things will change. Then the Magisters will see just how fragile their hold is.
I heard that the Imperium has been at war with the Qunari.
Ever since the Qunari landed on the island of Saharan, yes. The Archon demanded aid from the rest of Thedas. It didn't get him far.
They've been at war.
The Qunari only ever wanted Saharan, which The Imperium has made numerous attempts to retake the island. I believe the Qunari are saving their strength, building a massive fleet. When they wish true war, we will know.
Are the Qunari...
They once fought all the lands of Thedas to a standstill. If they wanted to conquer the Imperium, they would. From what I saw on Saharan, they will not relent. They believe even more strongly than the Magisters that they are in the right.
I'd like you to have it.
You think I wish to carry a symbol of him? Keep your sword. Sell it, melt it down. You see them in the Imperium. Replicate. It's not a place I remember. Do not, but they do as they please. Perhaps it wasn't always this way, but it is. Tevinter would crumble. One day, things... The Archon... I believe the Qunari... From what I saw on Saharan...
This could come in handy.
Without a doubt. I certainly don't want anything to do with it. You've been sticking your nose in every problem in Kirkwall since you stumbled off the boat.
Who are you again?
Samson. I'm the one who fouled up your lad Fainriel's escape some years ago. Further back, I was a Templar, but that was before your time.
Are the mages here using blood magic?
It always comes down to that, don't it? They claim innocence, demand equality, but back them into a corner, and they got options we don't. Haven't found a mage yet who won't take it.
Are you part of this plot against Meredith?
You could say so. That bitch threw me out of the Templars for carrying letters from a mageling to his sweetheart. She's got her sword so far up her arse, she can cut you with her tongue.
Shouldn't you be in with the rest of them?
I'd hoped with Meredith gone I could take up the shield again. But maybe she was right. Give them a hint of freedom, mages go bad.
Your friends are right. Without Meredith, Kirkwall can be at peace again.
Is it that simple?
I'd cheer to see her shipped to Val Royeaux. But I don't have the stomach to turn against all that's right and natural to do it.
I suppose it was too much to hope that you wouldn't have come here. Though I can't understand why you side with Meredith now. You showed me we can stand up to her. When I realized you had risked your life lying to protect those mages. Please, champion. I have nothing but respect for you. It's Meredith we must see gone.
I will not negotiate while my friend lies drugged on the floor.
We will release her as soon as I have your word to support us.
No. The girl dies. Then the champion.
Stand down, Grace.
Grace, do you really want to do this? After everything we've done for you?
We will not kill an innocent to achieve our ends. It gains us nothing to become Meredith.
Meredith. What do I care for Meredith? I'm here for the champion. Whatever you want, just tell me. Decimus was right. There is no way for a mage to live by the Chantry's laws. You killed the best man I ever met, but I learned all he had to teach. Elaine, kill the hostage!
I don't know, Grace.
I thought you turned your back on blood magic when you saw what happened to Decimus.
This isn't right, Grace. The champion tried to help us.
Don't defy me, boy. Without me, you'd be nothing. If you're too squeamish, I'll do it myself.
No. No one has to die here.
Oh, but that's where you're wrong.
Restrain yourself.
Forget the hostage. Kill the champion. What? Let's again.
knew she was still alive, but I didn't know Thrask was working with her. When I saw her today, it brought everything back. Everything I saw Decimus do. I'm sorry. Grace used blood magic to hold her. That's the only way I can bring her out.
Where are we? I was sure I was going to end up in the hold of a slaver's ship.
I promise. I'll never let anything like this happen again.
I'd say thank you, but I think my way of talking's better done in private.
They're meeting in here, Sir Callan. Oh, I guess you didn't get on so well with these mages as you thought.
Champion, Samson never said you were involved in this. I trust you were here to stop these traitors, not join them.
The champion's a fine lady, sir. She wanted to solve this peacefully.
Yeah. Put the mage to questioning.
The boy stood up to his elders when they would have killed an innocent hostage.
You mean he was one of them, save for a convenient last-minute change of heart? I'll encourage Meredith to take it easy on him.
Thank you, champion.
Everyone else here is under arrest. Take them to the gallows. Is there any recommendation you would have me bring to Meredith, champion?
She should consider reinstating Samson. When it came down to it, he showed where his heart is.
True. Samson, you have done us a great service. Do you wish to take up the shield once more?
More than anything, Knight Captain, sir.
Then I'll see what I can do.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Ewan!
them too.
Look at this. My own sun shield and all the lyrium I can quaff. You've done me a good one.
Thrask's dead. Grace is dead. And nothing's changed. They're not going to be the last ones who rebel.
Your Mage Templar group was conspiring to overthrow Meredith.
I have a sudden deep regret I interfered. You know, I was half convinced Meredith had engineered the whole thing to trick me into incriminating myself.
Thrask admitted to leading the group.
Perhaps I've exaggerated the depths of her madness. But if she's not there yet, she will be soon. The only question is, once it's clear she cannot lead, will there be anyone left to oppose her? Please accept this as my thanks. It will be of more value to you right now than my friendship.
Welcome home, Monsieur. A new letter on your desk awaits your attention